What's up, VC? People around the world? Trolls? This is Bobby who's spitting the truth about records. Today's video, as promised, is about the Gil Scott Heron 45 RPM, Pieces of a Man. A. This is the one we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for an audiophile version of Pieces of a Man. That's what the video is about. But for those that watch me, you know how I like to get down. I like to get down. The featured record of the day. This featured record of the day may piss off some of the older people in the VC, but I don't care because it's the featured record of my day. Onyx. Back the fuck up. Original pressing. I haven't reissued this. For those that know about Onyx. Sticky Fingers. Look at that face. He's pissed off. Always pissed off. Anybody ever seen Sticky Fingers happy? I haven't. But anyways. Original. Pressing. Slam. Big hit. Big record in the 90s. Skip it. You guys probably aren't going to like it. Some people in the VC. But for those around my age, this was a classic. Onyx. Back the F up. But anyways, in my live stream earlier today with my boy Ricefield Records Michael, we had a talk. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this. The Judy Collins record, Hard Time for Lovers. Back in the day, there was a rumor going around. Yeah, that's right. There was a rumor going around that if you bought an early enough pressing of this, you would get to see Judy Collins' boobies. Yes. So I went out and I bought a bunch of copies of this record to try to find out if there was like a signed naked picture of Judy Collins in this. But there wasn't. No matter how many pressings I looked for. It just wasn't there. I wanted it to be there, but it wasn't there. Alright, let's get to the Gil Scott Heron. The 45 RPM AAA. Cut in an all analog chain by Frank Merritt at the Carvery, London. 180 gram vinyl, 2-disc set. Got some nice shrink right there. Let's rip it off and let's see how it looks. Classic gatefold. You got pictures of Gil smoking a cig. Hey, we don't discriminate here. Nothing wrong with smoking a cig. Gil wants to smoke one. Flying Dutchman, polylined inner sleeve, high quality paper. How does it sound? Well, to let people know, I've listened to an OG. I've compared it to my second pressing and a later 70s press that I have, plus the most recently digitally cut BGP released by the same people. So how does it sound? How does it compare? Well, first off, the originals and the second press and even the later 70s that I have a similar sonic signature. The treble's hot and airy. The bass is like non-existent, and the mid-range is a little lower. It's kind of sounds clock radio-ish on the originals and the later pressings. The trebles there is good. The vocals are good, but there's no weight to it. There's no bottom to it. So I wanted to see, how this version would compare, to some of the others. Now, the digital versions that BGP put out do not beat the originals in any way. Do not beat the second press. Do not beat the later 70s. The digital cut version that the same company, BGP or whatever, Ace Records, the same company that put this out, but Ace Records and BGP decided, you know what? We're going to put out all analog cut. And that's what this is. This is the most recent one. This one, they pumped up the bass, sucked out the mid-range a little bit. But in this version, it works. It kind of works. This is kind of the best version of Pieces of a Man that I've heard on vinyl. It sounds better than some of the originals and my second press that I've had and heard. It's just overall better sounding. There's more weight to it. There's more bass. The vocals are actually pretty even with the originals. this one's a home run in my book. And if you guys can pick it up, I think this is one to get, because I do not think this is going to be reissued. I do not think anybody gives a shit about Pieces of a Man or Gil Scott Heron. I think you should grab this one while you can, because once it goes out of print, I have a feeling this is it. Thumbs up in my book, guys. That's all I got for you. This is Bobby who's spitting the truth about records. Hope to make another video soon about Christmas records and which ones I think you should get. But so far, deuces.